Sarri ball has arrived. I want to just start off with two things. Two quick little things. People need to give Sarri credit for making average players amazing and improving players who would have not been known by anybody. And Morata is a disgrace. So those are just the 2 points I wanted to start off with. But let's just start off well first with the first half. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. In that first half, you saw that. Because my fear that first half was like, oh, you know what, Huddersfield are going to get either a win or they're going to get a draw here. Because Huddersfield were like, all right, this is a new team playing a new system. Let's press them. Let's harass them. Let's get at them. And you saw for Chelsea, they really struggled to keep the ball under the kind of pressure that Huddersfield were putting them under. And for most of the first half, they kept the ball well, but there was nothing that was incisively happening. And that's why you saw Sarri coming and say, no. This ain't tic-tac-toe, man. My game is passing with intent. Passing with intent. We need someone who can get that ball and hit the ball forward. And the whole point about this whole thing is one touch. And the thing about it is that you have to know where you're going to pass to before the ball comes to you. And the way in which you make up ground and make forward passes is you need to think 2 steps ahead. So if you do not know what you're going to do when the ball comes to you, it's going to be very hard for you to receive the ball, look up, and try and find the man. Because then you don't want to lose the ball. You're like, all right, I'm going to go put it sideways or backwards. But before you receive the ball, you have to know, all right, who am I going to pass to forward? So as soon as I have the ball, without even thinking, I already know that forward pass to make. So that's what Chelsea failed to really realize and materialize. And again, I think the off-the-ball movement as well didn't really help because you've got to help the guy with the ball. You have to be clever in your movements to find space, but find space before the opposition player anticipates. It's all about anticipation, trying to psych out the other players out there so you're finding space before they try and mark you and close you down. But again, look, Kante can do everything. Kante can do everything. You know, he can bake eggs, he can do surgery, he can produce planets, produce universes, he can do everything, and he can score with his left foot. And I think that goal, great work from Willian, that goal really helped to settle Chelsea. Because I think Chelsea, they were trying to look for something, a break. And it was a good goal because, you know, left foot hit us down into the ground. Maybe a bit fortunate, but a goal is a goal. And I think that just showed you how important this guy is. Because, again, people were saying Kante was being missed at the Community Shield. He came in, he hit his jobs. I think for all the good work that Huddersfield did, I think it was very unlucky then because Huddersfield were really putting Chelsea under a lot of pressure in that first half. And the second half comes in, and you now saw Chelsea really begin to really take control of the game. And that's where you saw that, man, this guy's philosophy is a pretty special damn philosophy. Because remember, this guy has only had 2 weeks with these dudes. I'm dealing with facts. He's only had 2 weeks with these dudes. And they're not there yet because it's a very complex system to get fully right. Like, that's when Napoli at the height, it took a lot of time because I told you, it's a very intricate passing system and passing with intent. And when you have passing with intent, it's going to take time. It's going to take time because everybody has to be on that wavelength, you know, and for that to happen, game after game after game, practice. But you really saw what it was coming to. And I think the key thing is that for Barkley, this doesn't work well in the central of midfield. Because in the central midfield, you have to protect the ball, you have to know how to keep possession, and you have to have very quick feet. Barkley is very good as an attacking midfield, and I think what you saw in that second half, you saw him play just off of Morata, and he's far more dangerous in that attacking position where you don't have to keep the ball. You can be much more attacking. You can move the ball a bit more forward, and you can actually force the issue a bit more because you can't be forcing the issue when you're in the midfield because you have to keep the ball rolling, and have control of the game, which is what Jorginho and Kante did really well. But you just saw how Kante very easily and beautifully fitted into the system, combining well. It was great. It was superb. I want to get to Morata. Hazard showed again why he's so see Pedro. I know he scored the goal, quality goal, but there you go. But also as well, Hazard, best player in the Premier League. I don't want to. I mean, this guy came in within 12 minutes. Literally everything he did touched to gold, unlike another player. Everything he touched turned to gold, because literally, you can't get the ball off of the guy. You can put 2-3 guys around the guy. He's going to find a man. He's going to find a man that actually makes up ground. He can carry the ball. He can get past you. He can hold the ball up. He is just such a talented, quality player. And I was looking at that. I'm like, man, if Chelsea had Martial and Fekir in this team, more quality players around Hazard, Chelsea would be in serious business. Because I think there needs to be far more quality around him. I'm going to get some Morata. But speaking of Morata, you saw the goal that, I think it was the second or the third goal. I think it was maybe the third goal that they scored, where it was a Pedro goal, the Hazard assist. You saw Morata was fully free. Hazard said, I don't care what you say, Morata. I'm going to keep hold of the ball until I'm sure that Pedro is on side and I can give him a good pass. And he then gave the pass to Pedro and Pedro scored because Hazard said, I don't trust you. I'm sorry, I don't know where you are, Morata. I don't trust you because if I give the ball to you, you're either going to lose it or you're going to completely miss it. And to Morata is, I'm sorry, he's a brick. I'm bumping him up to Class A. The guy did nothing right in this game. Did nothing right. He had chances, he had opportunities, and again, he had chances when the ball came to him. Bad control. If he controlled it well, he could have moved it into his path and perhaps been in on goal. He's low on confidence, and when you're low on confidence and you don't have a strong character, it's very hard. There's very little a coach or a manager can do. So for me, I just think it doesn't make any sense how Chelsea are putting faith in this dude. I don't put in faith in Baswai. And it goes back to again that if Chelsea failing to get Fekir, and specifically Martial, them failing to get Martial was messed up. That's when Chelsea had to go in for Martial in January because Morata, it didn't happen. So I think overall, man, for Huddersfield, I thought that, you know what, their chance to win the game was in the first half. They had to get that early goal. But I thought, you know, once they conceded, they had to give Chelsea a lot more space as opposed to when it was 0-0. Second half, Chelsea really felt a lot more calmer, really got into their flow. I think Willian really needs to sort of understand the system a bit more. Still don't trust David Luiz, Azpilicueta, Rudiger. These are quality players. Alonso, I don't trust him. But I think Rudiger, Azpilicueta are quality defenders. Kepa didn't have much to do, but he was all right. If he's going to be, he was all right. But I think overall, once this system works, I think Chelsea are going to do a lot of things with that. Because again, what's the thing about the Premier League is if you play good football, you'll beat teams. That's the thing about the Premier League. That it doesn't matter where you are. Like if you play good football and you really keep the ball well and you're nice and intricate, you'll get points. You will accumulate points upon points in this league. But I just think, as I said again, I always wanted to see Hazard in this system, and you see now, because Hazard is the kind of guy where when that ball comes in that area with everybody on the same level of like we're trying to play good football, we're trying to have nice little flicks, you're gonna see the kinds of things that are gonna happen. And same thing with the second goal. Sorry because it was 2-0 in the first half. Same thing with the second goal with Barkley, where he nice flick to Alonso. That's the kind of thing that was going to happen. It did not happen under Conte. Sarri says, I want to see flicks. I want to see one touch. I want to see skills. I want to see dribbling. I want to see imagination when we attack. I want you to have freedom to play good quality, nice, street, sexy football. So yeah, man, it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. And I think it'd be too much to expect Chelsea to win a trophy straight up because I told you there are bricks in this team. There are bricks in this team. And I think I can't say Chelsea can win a trophy when your starting striker is a Class A brick. There's nothing much you can do there. But still, a win is a win. 3-0. It's a great start for Chelsea. But for Huddersfield, they're going to struggle. They think they're going to really, really struggle this season. All right. Peace. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half Football Hut patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hut, for more analysis. Peace.